Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. Today I'm here at Lulu Mall in Lucknow where PVR has launched its fourth Superplex. Wondering what's a Superplex? Well, that's nothing but a newer concept from PVR, those that are bigger than multiplexes. It typically houses more than 10 screens of multiple formats all under one roof. Now, this particular Superplex is not just Lucknow's biggest, but it is also the first such venture that has been launched after the merger of PVR and Inox in February this year. I have with me Mr. Ajay Bijli, the Managing Director of PVR Limited, to take us through the expansion plans of the merged entity of PVR and Inox, the aggressive competition among the streaming channels, as well as the demand environment currently. How much investment has gone into it, and what do you expect from the property in terms of rising footfalls as well as generating income, overall income?
So we're very excited about this project. It is in Lulu Mall. We have an amazing relationship with them. It's our third property with them. Very excited to do something as special as this in a very special city of Lucknow, where the movie-going culture is very, very strong. It's a superplex with 11 screens, 1,800 seats, 2 Lux cinemas, 1 4DX, 1 PXL. And the reason why we're doing these large formats here is that the choice of movies and the choice of shows increase dramatically for the moviegoer. So the moviegoer doesn't have to worry about whether I'll be able to see this movie or not, whether it's a brand new movie or it's a movie that's already released 3-4 weeks ago because still playing in the cinema. And he can also choose where he wants to see it in a luxury format in 4DX. So that's why I like these superplexes, and superplexes generally get more footfalls. So we are projecting about 1 million people to come to this cinema in a year. We just opened, and the big movie is coming on Holi. And like any other property, our expectation is always a 4 to 5 year payback. And that's what we're looking at this property as well.
All right. So PVR has also been focusing a lot on premium and luxury formats, right? And we also see a lot of aspirations in the tier 2 markets and beyond. So what is the potential that you see in tier 2 markets? And, in terms of your upcoming launches, what is your plan for these markets?
The strategy for a big city will be different. A strategy for a tier 2, tier 3 city will be different. So we are, coming out with, we're in 113 cities now. We'll be expanding another 30, 40 cities more. Right. We're rolling out about 200 screens every year, everywhere. I mean, today, I think there's a Vapi is under fit out, Ajmer is under fit out. We are coming up in, I think, Varanasi as well. There are, plenty of cities. I don't recall them all now. Right. Down south, there is Tirupur, there is even Tirupati. So plenty of cities. But for every price point, we have a solution. Because obviously the input cost also in smaller cities is low. When I say input cost, means the real estate cost, the operating expenditure. So therefore the ticket prices are different. So therefore our strategy is not one size fits all. Horses for courses, as they say. And even the premium large format that you spoke about, that's only about 10 to 15% of our portfolio. Okay. Because we also want to get those people out who've got home theaters at home and not just let them see the movies at home.
Right, sir. Also, talking about the overall performance of PVR, we have seen that Q3 was quite robust on the back of Hollywood and regional launches, while Bollywood collections were low. So, what is the demand that you're seeing like for this particular quarter, and going forward, what are your expectations?
Well, this quarter started with Pathan. So Pathan has broken all sorts of records. So it's like somebody scoring 300 runs in one innings. So it doesn't matter if the rest score 20-30 runs, it's fine because you've still got a big score. This Ranbir's movie is coming now, which I was mentioning about earlier. There's a movie called Bhola coming, which is Ajay Devgan's movie. So this particular quarter has got only 1 month left, or in fact, a few days left. So these are the 2 big movies which are Hindi, and then you've got English movies. Next April onwards, there's a big Salman movie in Eid. There's a Ranveer and Alia's movie. Which is directed by Karan Johar. Then Jawan 2. Sorry, no, I keep saying Jawan 2. Jawan, sorry, on June 2nd. Okay. June 2 is coming. Right. and that's Shah Rukh's big movie which is coming. So plenty of films which are there in the pipeline: Hindi, South, and Hollywood.
But having said that, do you expect the collections from Bollywood movies to cross the pre-COVID levels this quarter?
They already have. Na? Pathan, nobody has seen results like Pathan ever. There was not a single Bollywood movie that had done. So I don't know why people are so suspicious about Bollywood. I still don't understand it. What else needs?
Because I think that's the channel that has been underperforming for past several quarters. So I think.
No, it hasn't been underperforming. Gangubai was not underperformance. Brahmastra was not underperformance. Drishyam 2 was not underperformance. Kashmir Files was not underperformance. So many movies. There is no. So it's okay. You know, we've just opened after 18 months of closure. I think the expectations. I love this about the Indian audience. They're so passionate. It's like if Virat scores 200, everybody claps. If he gets out, oh, Virat doesn't know how to play. I think we draw conclusions. I think media should not draw conclusions so soon. That's my only request.
Right, sir. Yeah. All right. Also talking about the spend per head. So, given the current inflationary trends, are you seeing...
First of all, nobody gets inflamed by eating our popcorn.
No, but I'm not saying that. But still, the inflation is hitting people across industries, across,
Fortunately, from time immemorial, we have seen that cinema business is considered to be recession-proof. There are other activities which people unfortunately have to sacrifice. Other discretionary incomes, whether it's discretionary, spending habits, whether it's travel, buying items which you don't need and stuff like that. But cinema is still, relatively speaking, is a low ticket item. So we are still very sensitive to the pipeline of content. It's not sensitive that much to overall, pinching the consumer's pocket. So we are finding that spends per head have gone up. Our ticket prices, by the way, have been below inflation because 2 years we were shut. So if you compared 2019 to 2023, the increase in ticket prices is not even 5%, whereas the inflation has been 7% for the last 2 years.
Right. Okay, coming back to this particular Superplex, could you tell us what would be the range in terms of ticket prices? Because we have multiple formats. So what is the range of prices?
Well, in this particular place, I think average you can say is about 250 to 280, maybe. But this particular place, which we're sitting just now, luxury cinema, will go as high as $500 or something. I think that's 500, 700 over the weekends. But bulk of our cinemas are mainstream. Seven screens are mainstream. Then these are only 2 screens, by the way, and there it will be like anything between 250 to 300.
Okay. So my last question is on your outlook on the overall movie exhibition industry. Tell me about a few key factors that would actually drive the growth.
The factors that have always driven the growth of the exhibition sector will continue to make the future grow as well. We are joined at the hip with the retail and the real estate industry. So shopping centers and retail malls are coming up in every nook and cranny of the country. Like the one we're sitting here just now is by Lulu. Right. Phoenix, Prestige, DLF, Unity, Pacific, Brigade, Oberoi Realty. So many developers all across the country are making shopping centers. And the consumer is very keen to go out and eat in food courts, restaurants, QSRs, and also shop in a organized retail environment. So that's one thing that will drive our growth. On the other side, there is the film fraternity. That's the other side. 1,500 films get made in India every year, and 100 odd films get imported from Hollywood. It's very robust, the pipeline. That continues to encourage us for our growth, and we are opening 200 screens every year. And then the insatiable appetite for people to go out and entertain themselves, and especially more so after the pandemic, when they were forced. They had no choice but to stay at home. And now that they have an opportunity to go out, I think, and the worst is over. And you've seen all industries, whether it's airline, whether it's hospitality, retail, online stores were doing better. But now offline stores are doing better than online sales. Right. So we are pretty much part of that, consumerism.
Yes. So the graph looks only upwards from here on.
With the grace of God.
Right.
Yeah.
On that note, thank you so much for talking to us at BQ Prime.
Thank you.